Morning guys, from day 141. I'm up atop Baldpate Mountain West Peak right now. Just trying to dry everything out over there. Last night was windy and everything was wet. My phone isn't charging right now because the port is wet and it says it could take up to a couple hours. Last night it wasn't charging either, so I slept with it in my bag, but it didn't work. There's some sun right there. I'm gonna put my phone out there for 20 minutes. Hopefully it'll dry out a little bit and I can start charging, because I'm only at 30%, and usually I go through about 70% a day. So if I can't charge, there won't be any video and I won't have navigation. So definitely need that. But yeah, I'm hoping to do 14 or 18 miles today, depending on the terrain and everything. I'd like to get the 18, I don't know, but 14 I'd be really happy with too. So I'm gonna let you guys go. It was super windy last night too, by the way, like for hours. It was kind of creepy. Today we got the Baldpates, kind of go down. Terrain is definitely a little bit easier. And then at the end, there's something called the Maine W, as I call it. There was a Georgia W, if you remember, with Trey Mountain, Blue Mountain, and Rocky Mountain. There's like another W here that I'll be approaching. If I hit the 14, it'll be right before it starts. If I go to the 18, I'll be like halfway over it, or 2/3 over it. But anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go, try and save some battery here, and I'll show you the views. I hear Baldpate has amazing views, so I'd love to show you guys. Oh wow, we got a good day today. That's beautiful. That's the second Baldpate, by the way. You can see for miles out there. By the way, I did get my phone charging. It's like sometimes it charges, sometimes it doesn't type of deal. So I'm taking that as the port is drying out a little bit. And I did get like extra 20% charge, so I'm happy with that. But it took me like 45 minutes of drying and charging, so I'm a little bit delayed, but I hope I can still make my miles. But absolutely beautiful up here.
Yeah, I hate that when you have the 7 to 10 rain.
Oh, it's the worst. But this is the best.
But your clothes are all
Absolutely. So windy. Windiest I've had it so far. Man, this is absolutely beautiful. By the way, that big one in the back, I'm pretty sure that's all smack, and that's the direction I came down. Rainstorm last night. Right in front of us, the first Baldpate, just up there. And there's a ski resort right there too. That's Sunday River or Sugarloaf. So windy. Hey guys, it's just down the Baldpates into some a little bit flatter area. So a couple days ago I said I would talk about Maine. So let's talk about Maine. Maine is obviously the 14th and final state for Nobo through hiker. Southern Maine is regarded as very difficult. And I think I'm through the most of it. There might be just some like nuisance, annoying like climbs and descents still to come, but I think I'm through it. Maine is the most rooty state. There's the most tree roots on the trail of any state. It's like the most wild state as well. It's known for the 100-mile wilderness, which is from Monson to the start of Baxter State Park. There's like no resupply points in that 100 miles, so you carry everything. There's several 4K peaks in Maine. Old Spec, the one yesterday that I didn't do due to the rain, and I probably wouldn't have done it anyways, just because I wanted to get to where I had to go. It's known for the Mahoosuc Notch for sure, which we went through yesterday. Very slow going notch, and nothing like that on the AT, thank God. There's not many towns. There's not many really huge services. There are a couple hostels in here, with Shaw's in Monson being maybe the most famous of all the hostels on the trail. I'm looking forward to going there. Some of the towns are Monson, Andover, Caratunk, Rangeley, and that's about it. They're all kind of small too. Service is pretty poor out here, so there might be a delay in some of my recordings being uploaded. And then after the 100-mile wilderness, you go through Baxter State Park, and you can't talk about Maine without talking about Mount Katahdin. Mount Katahdin is the southern terminus, or it's not southern, it's the northern terminus of the Appalachian Trail. It resides in Baxter State Park, and it is just an absolute magical finish to a journey like this that everyone thinks about and talks about. I'm not going to get too much into Katahdin. I'll talk about Katahdin in a couple days when we get closer. It deserves its own little segment. It's that amazing and that important to the Nobo through hiking community. So it's going to get its own piece. What else? Maine has a lot of water crossings where you have to ford the river, which is very unlike other parts of the AT. You don't do that really anywhere. Maybe a couple places in New Hampshire, but nothing horrible. Maine has a lot of it. You take a canoe across the Kennebec River, just due to the fact how wide and how deep and dangerous it can be. It's controlled by a dam, and it can be released at any time. So you take a canoe across that. That'll be coming up. There are several 4K peaks that we will hit on the AT. Some that just off the top of my head are Katahdin, obviously, Bigelow's, the Crackers, Saddlebacks. There's 2 of each of those that are 4Ks. Saddlebacks actually might have 3. Then there's some 4K peaks off the AT. Spalding, Abraham, and I'll do maybe a couple of them. I'll do Spalding for sure. And yeah, so that's Maine, and that's what we're looking forward to, and we're looking forward to seeing the state. People say it's one of the most beautiful. Some people put it at number 1. We'll see. I'll take you along with me, and I'm happy that the terrain is allegedly supposed to get a little bit easier from here on out. Has the trail returned? It's been gone for 2 weeks, but we actually have a hiking trail again, it looks like. The last 3 miles or so have looked like this. Slow, gradual up, but very, very enjoyable type of thing. Just your typical walk through the woods right now. It's beautiful. Going real nice and slow and enjoying it. My feet aren't hurting. Not even trying to go quicker either. I'm making good pace, just going like how I'm going right now. This is the viewpoint at Wyman Mountain. Hey guys, I just swung into the shelter for about 10 minutes because there's a group of people. They said they're gonna come down to this Sawyer Notch and camp. So I was thinking that they would show up there and then would hike down, but no one ever showed up, and it's getting too late, so I gotta get going. And I guess it's a really steep descent, so I'll take my time and hopefully get there before dark. Sweet, made it down to the brook. The campsite should be right around here somewhere. And I was thinking that group probably got off at that. There was a road, and I guess if there's a hostel there, I'm guessing they went in the hostel. All right, cool, here it is. There's a picnic table. I'm gonna camp right here somewhere. Yeah, there's some flat spots. Nobody here either. Wow, there's no one anywhere right now. But this will work for sure. This looks like a nice spot. Hey guys, so thanks for following day 141. I'm just sitting here, icing my feet in the creek. I'm really happy I did make the descent down. It was 1,600 feet descent in the last 1.4 miles. But the MATC, the group that does the trail around here, does an excellent job. They made a nice staircase type of thing, and I was cruising down it. If it was rock slabs, it would have probably taken double the time. But really, really happy I made it down here, and that puts me into a decent position tomorrow to get, looking to get 18 or 19 miles to a shelter, and then that will get me into Rangeley so I can get to the library, upload some of these videos, resupply, and then hitch back out on a trail. So it's 29 miles now to Rangeley with some big elevation tomorrow. And that's what worries me. So I'm hoping it's not rock slabby, hoping it's like staircase and I can actually make some pace. I'm going to get up early tomorrow though. I'm gonna try at least. And believe it or not, I ran into a guy down here camping who I haven't seen since Damascus. His name's Vermont. It's like just wow, unbelievable. Just camping right next to me. So that'll be cool. Probably have dinner with him, catch up a little bit. But good day overall. You know, the train has been pretty good. I think I got about just south of 16 miles in, so I'm happy with that. Didn't make it to 18.2, which really would have set me up really good for tomorrow, because the next the 2 miles in between from here to where I was gonna camp, it's a huge up and a huge down. So kind of worried about that, just slowing me down. And then we go up Old Blue Mountain from South Arm Road, which is absolutely nasty. So the first 7 miles tomorrow are just gonna be ooh. But the last 8, it looks kind of cruisy. So I'm hoping I can get going, and I just want to be able to upload everything, get to a library, fast Wi-Fi, resupply, and get back out. That's really what I'm trying to do here. But good day today. So I'm really happy with it. Beautiful stream. So you guys have a good night. I'll talk to you tomorrow.